Hi Krista, so your Tuesday video, you said something that got me thinking. It wasn't anything you said deliberately, but, well, let me just show you.
It's Easter Sunday. Me and Jeff are celebrating with Jesus. And also fruits and crackers and hummus and chips and pickles and blue cheese olives.
So olives, you take them and you have to brine them and cure them, make them even more savory in order to even eat them. But they're still the developed ovary of a plant, so they're both a fruit and not a fruit. Likewise with pickles. You take something not at all very fruit-like, and then you pickle it, make it even more savory, but it is still the developed ovary of a plant, so it is both a fruit and not a fruit at the same time. How does this work? Well, we have two definitions of fruit at play. We've got the botanical fruit and the culinary fruit. I think almost everybody understands this distinction now, in that the tomato is both a fruit and a vegetable. We might elect to draw a Venn diagram like this. However, that's not really a complete picture because vegetable has all kinds of problems too. All of those things we just described are vegetable in nature. That is, scientifically, they come from the kingdom Plantae, and therefore we can call them vegetable as an adjective. But that's fine, it's easy to add another circle to the Venn diagram, like so. So next time somebody tells you, well, knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit, but wisdom is knowing it doesn't go in a fruit salad, you can tell them to shut up. And you can tell them that all of those things are vegetable, but mostly you should just tell them to shut up, because that is some inane shit and it needs to stop. However, that's not the only problem with vegetable, because culinary vegetable is also a very arbitrary category. Mushrooms and black wood fungus are often considered vegetables, and they're not even in the kingdom Plantae. That does make our Venn diagram substantially harder to draw, but we'll add a little inset here. I'm not quite done. There's just one more thing I need to blow up just a little bit, and that's culinary fruit. So the thing is, not all the things we consider culinary fruits are actually botanical fruits. For example, the fig, one of my favorite fruits, is in point of fact an enlarged stem with flowers all around to encourage a parasitic wasp to grow. Don't even think about it, never mind. The point is that because it's a stem with flowers, it's not an ovary, which makes it not a botanical fruit, even though it's obviously a fruit. Likewise, rhubarb is my favorite type of pie, and because we use rhubarb only in sweet applications, it is very high in vitamin C, it has very many fruit-like qualities, I think that rhubarb is a fruit. And if you have savory applications for rhubarb, I've never heard of them, but I want them, so please send me recipes. This requires us to add another inset over on the fruit side, and there's no pretty way to phrase enlarged stem. Now we could try and make the image even more complicated by trying to add something like blackberries, raspberries, boysenberries, marionberries, all those kind of berries. They're made up of individual little pustules, and each of those pustules is in fact a berry unto itself. So each of those is a fruit, which means the berry itself is not a fruit, but a collection of fruits. But I didn't come to make everything more complicated. I was just trying to say that we acknowledge that every day that these categories are arbitrary. But that doesn't mean that the conversation stops there. If it means that your fruit salad could be more unique and interesting, then by all means add a tomato. If you think that the avocado is a vegetable, you really should try an avocado milkshake. It is just as weird as it sounds, but like 5 times more delicious. Once we have acknowledged that the categories are arbitrary, we can examine the rationale behind the boundaries and make exploratory transgressions. We can live in a richer, more vibrant world by challenging our expectations about everything. And I don't just mean fruits and vegetables. Krista, I will see you tomorrow.